A trip to the state tournament is on the line tonight as it is the 3C2A NorCal Regional Sweet 16 for women's basketball right here in the heart of Silicon Valley as we are here inside of Percy Carp Gymnasium in San Jose, California on the campus of San Jose City College, as tonight is a big one as the winner will advance to the 3C2A Elite 8 with a win, as it will be the visiting 5-seed Folsom Lake Falcons from the Big 8 Conference taking on the 4-seed San Jose City Jaguars from the Coast South Division in the Coast Conference. Hello, everybody. Welcome to NorCal Sports TV for tonight's coverage of the 3C2A Women's Basketball Regional Final. My name is Philip Hall on the call. Happy to be with you here on a beautiful Saturday evening in the Bay Area, as tonight the Folsom Lake Falcons aim to return to the 3C2A Elite 8 after a dominant 89-46 second-round win over Chabot, as the Falcons finished the regular season ranked number 9th in California, one spot ahead of San Jose City, who finished number 10 in the state, as they were led on offense by 3C2A third-team All-State selection sophomore Athena Brombacher, who led the Big 8 and field goal percentage, shooting 56.8% from the field this season, and finished with 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists on the second-round game last Saturday. For Folsom Lake, who boasts 5 of the Big 8 Conference's top 3-point shooters and ranked third in California in three-point percentage as a team, just behind the top-seeded College of the Sequoias, they're going to look for a big performance tonight to get them down to Walnut to be one of the NorCal teams, one of the 4 NorCal teams to make it to the state tournament, as they are led by 6-year head coach Ali Mullet, who led Folsom Lake to his first ever state tournament appearance last season and looks to finish the job in the pursuit of a state title. But first, they must face a tough San Jose City Jaguars squad tonight. And what has been a historic season coming into tonight, riding a 24-game winning streak that started in the regular season back on November 16th, the Lady Jaguars aim for their first 3C2A Elite 8 appearance since 2001 and go for their first state championship title since 1998. As they were led by Denise Bird and Tatiana Colazzo in the second round, a game beating Santa Rosa 75-46, getting them this far here to the Elite 8. And it's just been quite a run and quite a story that the San Jose City Jaguars continue to write, being head by first-year head coach in her first full season at the helm, Lauren Adamick. As a win tonight will mark this as one of the best seasons in San Jose City women's basketball history. But for first-year head coach Lauren Adamick, the season that the Jaguars have put together would mean more in getting a shot to break the 27-year state championship drought with a trip to Walnut to play against California's best. But we're going to bring you all the coverage for it here tonight on NorCal Sports TV. Big matchup, and it should go down as one of the biggest games in 3C2A women's hoops history, as San Jose City trying to make it to the Elite 8 for the first time in 24 years, and Folsom Lake trying to make it back for the second year in a row. But we're going to take a quick break here on NorCal Sports TV, but when we come back, we have the starting lineup and tip-off for the Sweet 16 matchup between the Folsom Lake Falcons and the Jaguars of San Jose City, as it will be all right here on NorCal Sports TV. We return here to Percy Carp Gymnasium here in San Jose, California, as we're about to begin the 3C2A Women's Basketball Regional Final between Folsom Lake and San Jose City, as we're about to get ready to go. Giving you the starting 5. The Falcons will be led by freshman Lexi Peters, sophomore Gianna Darte, the 2-guard, Ursula Chin, 5'8" freshman from Folsom, Jaden Weaver, guard sophomore. And right out the gate of a mid-range jumper is Lexi Peters. Jaden Weaver, 5'8" sophomore from Carmichael, and Athena Brombacher, a 5'10" sophomore star player, earned Big 8 all-conference honors for Folsom Lake this season. And for San Jose City, it's business as usual, as Tatiana Colazzo not able to get the first bucket. They'll be led by sophomore guard Alyssa Mala, Haley Johnson at the center, a freshman standing at 6'2". And Folsom Lake with another shot. Lexi Peters with the left wing 3. Folsom Lake already up 5-0 early on. Alex Jaramillo, sophomore. Denise Bird, sophomore. And Tatiana Colazzo, Coast Conference MVP, rounds out the order for San Jose City, as they're continuing to struggle here early on. But Alyssa Mala with a big block on Gianna Darte's fast break attempt. Let's see what the Jaguars could do here, trying to get the lid off the hoop early on. With Samala passing it over to Sydney Spur, trying to go in. Goes back to Mala in the corner. Ran around a high post, but her pass is stolen by Darte. And off to Peters. Finds an open look to Chin. His guard up tight against Tatiana Collazo. That's going to be an interesting matchup to look out for here tonight. Oh, Jaramillo falls to the floor, and Peters able to hit the mid-range jumper. He's already got a quick 7 for the Falcons. That's one of the things you're going to have to look out for against this Folsom Lake squad. And they're able to make that outside shot, but Tatiana Collazo able to drive in for the basket. Tatiana Collazo playing possibly in her last home game here at Percy Carver Gymnasium as a Jaguar. Is definitely going to be remembered for the performance that she has had in her JUCO career. As Athena Brombacher, the D3 transfer from Penn State Brandywine, opening her account on the night. Haley Johnson gets booked for traveling. Things just not going in San Jose City's favor early on. As Lauren Adamick is going to take an early timeout, with Folsom Lake already up 9-2. There's just over 2 minutes already played here at Percy Carver Gymnasium. We'll be back in just a moment. Head coach Allie Mollett, in just her 6th year for Folsom Lake. The women's program started back in 2017-2018, a very young JUCO program they have going for women's basketball up in Folsom. As we return from the timeout break, just tuning in, the Falcons are up 9-2 here in the first quarter, as they're going to get a steal courtesy of Ursula Chin, racing down the floor. Pull-up jumper on the stop. Not able to get it to go. Alex Jaramillo able to get the rebound. Alyssa Mala over to Collazo to her right. Collazo loses the handle. And it's going to be a steal picked up by Brombacher. Now Chin on the fast break. Finishes with the end one over Mala. Ursula Chin with a big-time finish down the floor. The 5'8" freshman out of Folsom. She's averaging 8.5 points per game on the season. Her best performance during the regular season came on January 11th, where she scored 30 points with 10 made three-pointers versus Diablo Valley. She's able to get the free throw to go and complete the three-point play. San Jose City still only with 2. And Mala loses the rock. And keeping it from going out of bounds is Kellis Powell, who now comes in the game on a quick pass down the floor by Leilani Edinburgh, another substitute. Even it's off again to Ursula Chin. Now has 5. San Jose City find himself in the hole, down by 12 in the first quarter. Jaramillo over to Collazo. Gonna have to get her going. San Jose City wants to stay in this. Pass it off to Johnson inside, but it's gonna be a charge, as the shot will not go. As our referees for tonight, Chris Serrano, Mike Walters, and Clifford G. running down the floor and blowing the whistles. It's Chris Serrano, the crew chief for tonight, booking Haley Johnson with the charge. Folsom Lake trying to answer big time and extend this big lead they have going. And hitting the three, Leilani Edinburgh, 5'4" freshman out of Elk Grove. Smooth sailing right now for the Falcons. Collazo trying to answer back with a triple herself, but can't get it. Edinburgh finds Powell. Off the back iron, too strong. Mala able to get the rebound. Racing down the floor, Denise Bird back to Mala for the triple, and she's able to hit. A good answer for Alyssa Mala. The crowd still falling in here in Percy Carver Gymnasium. Packed house as the Folsom Lake supporters traveling down about an hour drive to get here to San Jose, trying to see their team advance to state. We're going to get a whistle blown here and going to reset the shot clock. There's a stoppage. The Falcons will hold possession. Athena Brumbacher coming back in the game. Now also known as Jasmine Clee. There we go, the Falcons. Trying to go outside for the triple. Lexi Peters able to knock it down. Collazo try to go inside to Johnson again, but her pass is deflected. And Folsom Lake are on cruise control at the moment. Smoking the layup with Darte. Folsom Lake not able to advance on the fast break attempt. Collazo able to get the shot underneath the hoop. All the Jaguars will have to do is chip away. And this is a team that ranked 3rd in the state, Folsom Lake, and 3-point percentage in the regular season. Peters from the corner, able to knock it in. Lexi Peters averaged 11.4 points per game. That was a Big 8 all-conference honoree, finishing top 5 in the state in field goal percentage. And it's going to go back in the direction of Folsom Lake. San Jose City having trouble trying to hold on to the ball in their end. Missing opportunities. We look back at that replay of the three-pointer that Lexi Peters hit. She was on a high school team at Foothill High that advanced to the semis of the CIF Division IV state championships with round out her high school career for moving to Folsom Lake. And another three is going to go for the Falcons. Gianna Darte, a 26-7 run here in the first quarter. Another timeout is called by San Jose City. 3:49 left to play in the first. San Jose City trying to get it together.